Most people check their royalty against the same check that the operator sent them. You're checking what you got paid against what you got paid. The only real check is an independent view of what that well should have made, run against your personal decimal, your personal interest in that well. When it comes to question 1, how do you check if your check is right? We do an independent analysis of what every well should be making across the whole United States. And that is the foundation of how we know what the minerals are worth. You have to know what the wells are producing. So every month we're running all the numbers. We're taking into account where the well is, what it's producing, how much it's producing. We get all that information from the state. Operators report it to the state for both taxation and regulatory reasons. There's also a lot of additional information that is local to that area that we're pulling in, specifically what gas is being priced at. We had an episode a couple back on what would cause a certain area to be priced differently. Natural gas, not gasoline, although gasoline is also regional. Taking into account all of those things, what should this well have made last month? And if I get paid this decimal because I have this division order and I have this royalty statement that shows that I get a 0.00023 decimal. Like what does that even mean in terms of payment? This is something that you can plug that number in on that well and it will show you should be making about this much. And it's a nice way to have a really independent view of what is happening in that well bore that is independent of what they're sending you. Like we're not tapped into the Energy Link statements. We're not tapped into what the operators are paying you, because that's kind of a circular argument. I believe that is the official term, is if you're checking what you're getting paid against what you're getting paid, right? We have several different ways to do that. You can either upload your revenue statement and we have a parser that can extract the key information out of that. We also have it, you can just type it in, say I made this much, and then we'll compare the two and say that's a good number. Or that's within the tolerance, or that's not within the tolerance. I would look into it. And it's not anything that you have to worry about complexity. We wanted this to be really simple, but also scalable to a large number of wells. Or, if you just want to look at, you don't have to actually input anything into our system other than look at the well and like put your decimal in, and then that will show you should be making $12 or $1,000. And then you can just look at your check, right? Then we also have a dashboard that's very similar to our acreage dashboard that tells you, okay, is this a good or a bad well? Is this quiet acreage? What type of activity is around? This is a low growth area. This is quiet acreage, or this is extremely active acreage. This is extremely valuable acreage. You just happen to have a bad well on extremely valuable acreage. That type of disconnect is where we see owners missing out on knowing that they should even talk to an expert, or figuring out that they should be paying closer attention to an area. That's where people get surprised when they get that giant offer in the mail, when you have poor producers in good areas. And really, it's just that you have an old well. Like no one has come in to drill that area yet, so you don't have any indicator on your checks that you're in a very high value area. So when you get that first offer and it's extremely high, you think, oh, this is a once in a lifetime opportunity, and you jump. In reality, that's just the first of several that are coming in, and you should wait and take more time to evaluate your options before jumping at the first one. Conversely, let's say that you have a different situation where you have a really, really good well, but then we also say it's on quiet acreage. Like then you'll have more indicators saying, okay, this might be an anomaly. I might be seeing all that I'm going to see for right now. We also make it to where you can get to the public records easily. You can put in, well, I actually made $800 in July, and hit save. Again, you can upload your revenue statement and we can extract it from that. Then you can have a dashboard view of, okay, well, our data showing that you were off by about 8%. That's something you might want to review. There's a lot of wiggle room when it comes to what the actual operator's contract is on that well with that the purchaser. We don't have all of the answers, but we are pretty close on most of these wells. What most likely means is that you might have your decimal in there slightly wrong. Maybe you put 0.002 and it's 0.00236, like that type of decimal interest correction. Or maybe you're not getting paid for that well, like maybe it's all in one well that you should have been paid on. What do you do then? And it's like, well, I didn't get that check.